gonna get into some stuff. That's right, we got a classic for you today. We got a G-Unit classic, 50 Cent, G-Unit. It's that type of day. It's that type of video. It's that type of vibe that we got going on right now. As a matter of fact, we got this mixtape called 50 Cent is the Future. 50 Cent is the future. So this project came about in 2002. This was 50 Cent's mixtape run. So when 50 Cent was putting out mixtape after mixtape after mixtape, this project is part of that 50 Cent mixtape run when he was just the king of mixtapes. And this is before he dropped Get Rich or Die Trying. This was after he got shot and he was blacklisted from pretty much all the record labels, pretty much. And he actually made this project in Canada where he was recouping from his bullet wounds injuries and basically working on his conditioning, his body. He was working on his aim. He was getting his mind right for a major comeback. I mean, honestly, that is one of the most impressive things ever. Getting shot 9 times and then getting dropped from your label, and then your official debut album, Power of the Dollar, gets really canceled and it's heavily bootlegged. You would think, damn, it's the end of this dude. Instead, 50 literally retreated, recouped, and came back with a vengeance. And that's pretty much what we're gonna get ourselves into today. So I'm excited because I never heard this mixtape before, ever, ever, ever. So this is a first time listen. For you, for me, let's get this show on the road, baby. Wow.
Niggas, but you know you love it, niggas. Switch to a kid, bitch. You should be that bitch that come every time I call.
You should be here. I like that track. I like that track. It sounds like, you know, he's doing a little bit of a mocking, you know, and he's talking that 50's talking that talk. But this is I just want to say this is the G-Unit that I remember. The original G-Unit, no Buck. As much as Buck played a good role in G-Unit and he brought that southern flavor, this is the original G-Unit. I'm talking about 50, Banks, Yayo. Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, 50 Cent, the original unit. This was the original G-Unit. And some people prefer it to just stay with the 3 of them. Some people like when Buck was there. I was a fan of Buck early on. Not too much. He was my least favorite member of the unit, but he did bring something. But this project, I don't believe has any Buck on it. I don't think so. I don't really see Buck on the track list. But this is 2002. This is before he gets signed to Aftermath. Shady Aftermath. So, this is really, this is gonna be really street, I'm assuming. But this was dope. I like that You Should Be Here. I like when 50 sings, yo. He has a nice singing voice. Like, he does hooks really well. 50 Cent is a hook king, in my opinion, you know. And Lloyd Banks, I've said this before in the past, is the sniper of G-Unit. He's the sniper. Lloyd Banks is the lyrical one of the crew. 50's obviously the star, and Yayo's gutter. Yayo's really gritty with his stuff.
Niggas try to start on my clip, till when I get on that shit, I bring it to him with it pump back. I'm doing my own thing. G-Unit, shit, I done started my own game. Doublemint twins and 2 Max, and leave it fat on your back. Relax, take that.
Okay, finally. Yeah, that song was hard. Oh, man. Yayo. Yayo definitely brings the grittiness, like I told you. He's very gutter. Very gutter. Woo. You know, 50 had me with that line where he says he's now Blood or Crip. He done started his own gang. Gorilla Unit. G-Unit.
One problem, niggas ain't as bad as Banks. Family tree, done said master. So fuck with them positive, cause nigga, I gotta have bucks on the waist. I'm hungry like the South African with flies stuck to his face.
Yo, like I said, Lloyd Banks is the lyrical sniper in G-Unit. So many quotables in the song right here. I love how 50 just gave Lloyd this one. You know, cause 50 recognizes talent. And he knows what he has in, he knew what he had in Lloyd Banks. He knew what he had in Lloyd Banks, y'all. And he just let Lloyd Banks have this beat, and Lloyd Banks just did what he does best. I'm talking about so much quotables. I'm talking about she foaming at the mouth like Alka-Seltzer, and then you almost had me weak on that one, bro. That's what he started picking up the pace from there. Nah, bro, we're not finna do this, yo. Niggas better start giving Lloyd Banks their flowers now. I'm gonna give Lloyd Banks his flowers now, because Lloyd Banks has always been underrated to me. I'm telling you, man. There's not a lot of people that can go toe-to-toe with Lloyd Banks. Now, bar for bar, not a lot of people. You'll be surprised. Lloyd Banks can hang with the best of them. Lloyd Banks is high-key a heavyweight in the game. Problem with Lloyd Banks is he's just always been so lazy, though. You know what I mean? Lloyd Banks should put out more, like, he should have put out more projects. That's my issue with Lloyd Banks. He's just a little bit too lazy for me. But Lloyd Banks had the ability. Lloyd Banks had the skill. He had the voice. He had the look. Could spit the bars and can give you a hit song. Are you kidding me? Are you bugging? Lloyd Banks? Lloyd Banks could give you all of that. It's just his work ethic wasn't the best.
I'm getting all this paper. Scribble the one that taught me what being black's about. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. But niggas keep front.
Alright, so the name of this one was Who Kid K-Slay Shit. Who Kid K-Slay Shit. So this was clearly for the DJs back then in the early 2000s. This specifically being 2002. The DJs would play the hell out of a mixtape, so he really just gave this one an alley-oop for them. This was just some freestyle shit for them, so that's all that was at the end. But this was still hard though. I like this a lot.
You can hum all you want to, come all you want to, and I ain't gonna want to play games with you, baby. The temptation to waking is driving me crazy now. Child, let's get to some hard shit.
Okay, I like this a lot. I see what he's doing here. This is a mixtape, and he's like, he's teasing you. He's fucking teasing us. 50's throwing us little songs here and there, little 2-3 minute joints. He's teasing you because he's gonna go hard on the future albums. So this is a mixtape. This is for your ears to enjoy real quick. This is supposed to be some street shit, and in the first half is that Tell Me What You Want beat, that's Mace's Tell Me What You Want featuring Total. Mace is one of my all-time favorites. Y'all know this. And I can't wait to hop into some Mace. Shout out Harlem World. On this joint, and he's throwing some of Mace lines, so you can hum all you want to, come all you want to. He's throwing some Mace lines in there, and it's a little homage. And it just shows you how influential Mace was, because this dropped in 2002. Mace was out the game in '99. I'm telling you, Mace was the guy. But this is not about Mace. We'll talk about Mace in another video. It's about 50 Cent and G-Unit.
Yeah. G-Unit soldiers. Right out. What? No ladies. I got babies with babies. Fucking re-up. Flashing singles with the 20s on top.
I like this. Let Yayo and Banks get their shine on. This is more of like a G-Unit project than a 50 Cent project. Well, I mean, it is a G-Unit compilation mixtape, but so you are seeing Yayo and Lloyd Banks really get their shine on in this project, and more specifically in this song. And Yayo, I mean, I'm telling you, Yayo has bars. I don't know why people think Yayo never had bars. Tony Yayo got bars. He got some bar work. And Banks is Banks. I like this though. You're letting them get their shine on with this. I like this a lot. And then 50 just kills it with the hook. 50 with the star presence. And he's like, G-Unit soldiers, you hear the gun clock, you hear the gun cock, ride out, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. It's very simple, very simplistic. There's nothing crazy about this. It seems like they're having fun on this, but they're trying to send a message at the same time. So this is supposed to be like a good mixtape for the DJs to play. This is a project, but, it's not supposed to be put much thought into it. It's G-Unit trying to impose their will into the game, and I could dig this. This doesn't require much thinking. There's not a scheme to this. It's not, a theme or an underlying theme. It really is just put the music out there, bruh, and it's coming from the G-Unit camp, and they're letting you know that a storm is approaching. This is the warning, and a storm is approaching. I like this a lot.
When I'm sipping, absolute. With a party, I got kids, but mommy gonna be swallowing them proudly. See,
they're just clowning around. Got me a bottle, you know. I think the original song is "Got Me a Model," you know. So their remixes got me a bottle. I like this. They're showing that they can take at the time a hit song and remix it and put their own twist into it, and it'll still be a hit, you know. But they're mocking it though. That's the best part about it. They're just clowning around, they're having fun, you know. Definitely enjoyable track. It's a little witty.
740 out with the brand new shape. Got me pissing on holes like the R. Kelly tape. See me and my niggas, somebody gonna die. Money and ride up with my friends. Chips make relationships come to an end.
Yo, Tony Yayo wild out on this track. Tony Yayo wild out. He said, "I'll do you like Bishop did Raheem in Juice." If y'all never seen the movie Juice, go watch the movie Juice, and then you'll see exactly what he meant by that. Bishop, you know, that Bishop Raheem scene. He said, "I'll do you like Bishop did Raheem in Juice." He said, chips can turn basic. I forgot how the bar went, but he's like, basically, money can turn your friends into your enemy. That's real shit.
My PO don't find out I was smoking this shit, alright? Flash on the Mac, fiends fucking Frankie Pack, flash cut the crackheads. Nah, I ain't paying for that. Niggas shoot it back. Niggas looking at me like I'm crazy.
That's it? That's it? Oh, you really teased me on that one, bro. Oh, you really teased me on that one. Oh, you Ooh. Who was he talking about? Who's this Lance person? Who's Lance? Who is Lance? If anybody knows, let me know. Who's this Lance guy he's referring to? I have no idea. But I like this story. I want him to continue. Bruh, now I'm tight.
Kitchen, you in the kitchen. This is brick before you put that fish in. A little bit of cocaine, a little bit of dope, a little bit of heroin.
I got no whip, I get you a car. You don't got no skills, I get you some balls.
Yeah, that was that was actually really dope. So Buck was actually on this joint before actually being an official member of G-Unit. Wow, Young Buck was actually on a G-Unit project before being in G-Unit. How ironic is that? And then you got Juvie on here. Okay. So you got a little Southern influence on here. Okay, for sure. That hook was intense, though. You know, he's talking about all these drugs in the hooks, but he's making it sound so dope. Oh, 50. Only you can do that.
Paid for a hoopty, but I wanted to drop.
Hey! Yeah, this was on Guess Who's Back. We don't gotta review this one. This was on Guess Who's Back. We did this joint. Why is it labeled something else? Okay.
You disrespect me is where I draw the line. You see my artwork, but you ain't see me.
You harassing me. Hey, that shit was a vibe. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was hard. I was hard. Tony Yayo said, "I thought you was the one till you called 911." Oh, that shit was hard. Who was the female though? Who was the female in that song? Cause she went hard. Oh my God. That was album worthy, to be honest. That song was album worthy. Oh man. What was the original beat by? Who made that original beat? That's like a Timbaland beat. I think it was a Timbaland beat. I don't know, man. That shit was hard though. Why you nagging me? Why you hounding me? Why you harassing me? I just wanna fuck. Yeah, that shit is crazy.
I don't know if I spent all my days ran on the beat. Then we done ball the state stocks and bonds or gangsta shit. With Rugas and Glocks and pounds. Danger. I celebrate this burial and eat at IHOP.
Yo, how was Banks gonna just start off like that? I hope your favorite rapper dies. That's my spot. I'm gonna celebrate his burial and eat at IHOP. Oh, no. Nah. Yeah, man, these boys was hungry. Man, G-Unit was hungry. You can hear it. They was hungry. They was ready for prime time. They was ready for the limelight, and they didn't care who was in their way. They was gonna mow them down. I'm telling you, the storm was on the way. This was a perfect warning.
Everywhere I'm at, everywhere I go, I stay surrounded by hoes. I'm recognized by hoes, and it's gotta be because of the dough. No, I'm finna blow. You should see how they react when I come through the door. In the club.
He said, I ain't giving more than 16. It's a motherfucking freestyle. Yo, that shit was hard, though. I like it. Again, another classic remix. Another remix. I think the original song was Round and Round. He said, I'm so surrounded by hoes.
I ain't a wrestler, but I push your bitch in the Boston Crab. I saw some course my niggas, 99 M. They all want a nigga like me, not like me. We'll never be friends.
I heard that. Right, yo, that line where he said, hey, that line when he said, I'm not a wrestler, but I'll put your bitch in a Boston Crab. Yo, I'm gonna need you to calm down. I'm gonna need you to relax a little bit with that line right there. I'm gonna need you to relax a little bit with that line right there. I felt like I heard that before. I know that hook. I feel like I've heard this before, but I just can't remember for the life of me, but I've heard that hook before. I don't know. It's gonna eventually come back to me somehow, somewhere. I don't know, because I knew that hook. I knew that hook word by word, so definitely heard it before. Whew, that concludes this project, this compilation G-Unit project. 50 Cent is the future. I have fun listening to this project right here. This was really simple. This was not an album. This was clearly a mixtape. And there wasn't much to this mixtape. It was just 50 and his boys, Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks. They had some clowning moments in here, and they just had fun making this project, and I had fun listening to this project. Definitely sounds 2002. This is definitely dated. But this is historic to me, I think. I think this is very historic because it was part of 50 Cent's mixtape run. And everything in that run was legendary because that was a legendary ass run. You know, 50 Cent took the mixtape game to a whole nother level, along with Lil Wayne. And they capitalized. You know, this was part of 50's storyline to the top of the rap game. So yes, this was clearly before Get Rich Die Trying. 50 did his thing on here, and even though Lloyd Banks is the sniper, I gotta say the MVP of this mixtape, call me crazy, the MVP of this mixtape was Tony Yayo. Yayo went off. He really went off. Especially Tony Yayo Explosion, that song, he did his thing on that, you know. So anybody that says Yayo doesn't have bars, show him this mixtape. Tony Yayo has bars. We already know Lloyd Banks and 50 have bars. We already know that. But Yayo has the bars. I'm showing Yayo appreciation on this one. Definitely. And it was weird to hear Young Buck on here without Young Buck being a G-Unit member. So that was a little sneak peek for things to come in the future. And it's cool to hear Juvie on here. There was some cool features on here. And then, you know, this was definitely for the DJs though. K-Slay and DJ Woo Kid. Because, you know, they had 50's back then. And, yeah, they would play his mixtapes, and definitely they would be playing it at parties, playing it on radio, playing it whatever they can, which was good. Which was good. 50 needed that. He needed that after being blackballed from the industry, after getting shot 9 times. So this was important. This was very important. But all in all, this was a good project. And again, not really much to it. I can't really give you a favorite track because I didn't really think much of it. I was just going to this first listen, so I was absorbing everything. I didn't hear this project beforehand. There was a couple of tracks that I was on Guess Who's Back, which I love that mixtape. I already reviewed that mixtape, and you can go check that video out. But yeah, I would say that this project is a nice 7 out of 10. That's my score. 7 out of 10 is what I would rate this project. It wasn't much to it. I enjoyed it. It was cool. They came with the bar work. They had fun. Great project. Yeah, but definitely gonna be a 7 out of 10. I really want to hop into more. I want to hop into some more G-Unit though. I can't wait to get into the albums though. I can't wait. But as you know, I do everything in chronological order. I don't like to just do big projects and then ignore the little ones. No, I like to do everything in order because I like to peep the progression. So I do see some requests, and they'll tell me, like, I'll see you guys give me an artist. And like, for example, someone told me to react to some Drake. They're like, oh, yo, you should do If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Well, eventually I do plan on getting to If You're Reading This Is Too Late, but I can't just hop into If You're Reading This Is Too Late and ignore Nothing Was the Same and ignore Take Care and ignore Thank Me Later. No, I'm doing things in chronological order. So bear with me here. But we are going to get into the big projects. Definitely. But yes, I do an artist in chronological order. Like, for example, if I was going to do J. Cole just as J. Cole, I just would have started off with 2014 Forest Hills Drive. But instead, we started off with the Come Up. And then after the Come Up is the Warm Up. And then Friday Night Lights. And then, you know what I mean? I'm doing everything in order. So I think it's better that way because I love to peep the progression. I love to, that's how I respect the artists. I peep the progression, so definitely. And I want to know where they at mentally, when they made the project, what they're going through at that time, so I can really give my all to that project. So right now, you know, it was G-Unit's 50 Cent Is the Future time, and you know, at this time in 50's life, he was in Canada recouping, you know, getting ready for a comeback, getting ready for a major comeback. So, and which he definitely did. So yeah. That concludes this project. 7 out of 10 is my score. I had fun. I had fun. Trust me, we got more videos on the way. Best believe it. Get ready for the Team Lionheart takeover. For watching this video, thank you for allowing me to have some time with y'all. Thank you for just giving me an opportunity, man. I appreciate it. I really do. And we're going to grow this channel out together. Definitely going to grow this channel out together. If you like the merch that I'm wearing right now, I have some in the description box below. Hoodies, all that. And that's how I'm ending this video. Thank y'all for the support. I love y'all. Thank you.